So I love Tana Mongeau. Like, she has undoubtedly been one of my favourite YouTubers of 2016. But all of this coming to light at once, kind of like... Hello everyone! So for today's video, I'm in a different location. My camera is literally balancing between a drawer and like the back of the drawer. I don't know how to describe it. Basically, my camera's resting on this, my softbox is like dangling, like what the fuck. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about all the drama that's happened with Tana Mongeau. This isn't me shading her at all, in fact quite the opposite. Like, I love Tana. I think her videos are really good. Like, out of 2016, she was probably the YouTuber I watched most. I feel like she's really down to earth, and even if some of her stories are exaggerated, which you'll see in this video, I still think that she's an amazing YouTuber and she's done a lot of crazy shit. Like, I enjoy watching it. But with that being said, she has suffered a bit of a dignity loss through the last couple of days because a lot of things have come to light about her, and it's all happened at once, so everything seems more authentic. But I thought I'd break it down for anyone that doesn't understand the drama. I'm going to break this down into sections, but the first thing that I'm going to talk about is the iDub section. So this all started last year on December 10th. Tana tweeted at the YouTuber iDubbbz, who, bearing in mind, does have a history of ruining YouTubers' careers. Tana called out iDubbbz for saying the N-dub, what the fuck? Tana called out iDubbbz for repeatedly saying the N-word on his channel. Bearing in mind, he's a white citizen and he's saying the N-word. And she called him out of this over Twitter. Now, iDubbbz has 1 million more subscribers on YouTube and about 100,000 more on Twitter. And he is known for ruining YouTubers' careers. He's literally known for picking apart people's careers and, like, tearing it apart. He's done to a fair few in his series called Content Cop. So anyway, Tana tweeted this in December, and already, literally as soon as she tweeted it, even like her biggest followers were like, Tana, delete this, because it's known in the YouTube community that he, you know. But that's why a lot of people don't stand up to him. I think because Tana's who she is, I think she thought that she could stand up to him and like expose him for once instead of him exposing other people. She put iDubbbz, so 3 million people subscribe to you and you openly say the N-word and retard, kill yourself. However, constantly she does say how she regrets saying kill yourself. She personally said this on her Snapchat because she doesn't believe it's right telling people to kill themselves, and it was like a spur of the moment kind of thing. But then after this, I think it was like the day after, or like in really, really close proximity to this, loads and loads and loads of previous tweets from Tana were exposed. Bearing in mind, she has like 75,000 tweets and she started Twitter since 2012, and she's 18, so in 2012 she would have been 14, and people say stupid shit on Twitter when they're 14. I know I have. Like, if you can really be bothered to scroll through 21,000 tweets, then at the bottom you will see some like cringy ass shit. But it came out that Tana had been saying the N-word at this time, and lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of tweets surfaced of her saying it. However, she later apologised and said that she didn't know the meaning of the word when she was that age. Now, people can believe what they want to believe. I'm not sure how authentic that is, but I also know that she is, on the most part, a credible YouTuber. I don't know. Then on January 21st, 2017, Tana had a meet and greet. It was in San Francisco in California, and she held a meet and greet in front of all of her fans, obviously. She does this for all of her shows around America. Now, iDubbbz had planned this months and months and months, obviously, in advance, like as soon as this happened. Instead of replying on Twitter, he decided he would take it personally and like go to one of her things. Instead of just calling her out for it, he pretended to be a fan, bought the top of the range ticket and bought all of her merch and wore it. And he wore this merch in like the queue, and he managed to make it to the end of the line, which almost added to this. Now, when he went in for the picture, he said, and I quote, say N-word, like insert the thing there, like I'm not gonna say it. And this like freaked Tana the fuck out. Like, she had no clue that it was iDubbbz, like, because he was wearing like a disguise and that hat. And so she just like launched herself away and like started crying and stuff. Say nigger. And then iDubbbz got kicked out of the concert. Tana still didn't know that it was iDubbbz at this point. And so then a couple of days afterwards, Tana uploaded a video saying the N-word. This video kind of went viral in terms of her channel. Like, it got 2 million more views than she normally gets. But she got called out for a lot of it because at the time she still didn't know it was iDubbbz, and then it later surfaced that it was him, and then it all went like tits up. He used quotations from the video of her saying how it's wrong to say the N-word, and then used tweets of her in his content cop, and it honestly made her look like such a discreditable person because of it. Like, as I said, he's known for ruining careers, so he's not gonna not do it to Tana. Especially seeing as she's done something to him, whereas normally the other people don't tend to, I don't think. And so he just used loads and loads and loads of receipts, and then shit blew up. Her video got so many dislikes. Like, I'm talking, she got about 100,000 likes on it, but she got 300,000 dislikes. And if you scroll through the comments, all of them are negative, and they're like, kill yourself, and they say like, say N-word, and like things like that. And her subscriber count still now 3 days later is still going down. Like, 1.6 million on this is a glitch, but still she lost like 100,000 subscribers this day. It's just going down by the thousands. And iDubbbz's subscriber count rocketed. So basically Tana's going like this and iDubbbz is going like that. This didn't make much sense. Basically, I was just showing iDubbbz's subscriber count. And I'm just going to check for her latest tweaks. Normally, she's like so active on Twitter. But I've made many mistakes, and even at 18, I'm still trying to learn. I intend on owning up to everything and hoping you'll forgive me. I love you. And that was her latest tweet 2 days ago. And she hasn't posted on any other social medias. So like, literally, I'm not a cohesive person at all. So basically, I do all these voiceovers, I'm sorry. But all of these tweets are Tana's since recording this video. There's only 4, I think. But that's the latest on all of her social medias at all. I'm gonna fucking sneeze. Sneeze! Oh my fucking god. Right, the next topic I'm going to cover to do with Tana is her assistant Alyssa. Is it Alicia? I don't know. But her assistant that she fired. This all started and it didn't come to light, but Tana did a YouNow. And so she talked about it on her YouNow because she figured, you know, it's not a main YouTube video, like not as many people see it. Little did she know there were many drama channels screen recording the whole thing and publishing it on YouTube. Basically the whole YouNow was just explaining how her assistant was like lackluster, half-assed, just didn't do anything, how she ruined $1,200 dress, how she let shit get all over everything, how she was rude to all of her friends, how she didn't ask to borrow equipment and like film in her house, and just loads of stuff like that. And so obviously Alyssa is now looking really bad and is getting a lot of hate comments. So understandably she does a reaction to this because not many people are going to listen to what she has to say. And this video, and considering she has about 20,000 subscribers, blew the fuck up. It blew up. I think it's over 500,000 views now, and bearing in mind she's like a small channel, a lot of people have seen this. Basically, Alyssa went on with receipts to prove everything that Tana said was wrong. She showed her cash receipt things on how Tana didn't pay her the correct amount, how Tana's friends were actually more understanding than Tana made them out to be, and basically just calling out Tana for lying about certain things. She did credit Tana for some things she was saying right, but she also justified herself, also verifying that high pay is $10 an hour. Basically, it was just an hour-long video slating Tana and everything she had to say on it, which really lowered her credibility because Alyssa had receipts, whereas Tana didn't. That's the thing, if you're going to be making these stories, you have to have receipts nowadays because people just don't believe shit. But by far the biggest thing that Alyssa did was calling out Tana for her security thing. Tana constantly claims that her apartment has like huge security, and part of this I think was to deter her stalker from like breaking in and stuff. But Alyssa basically did a video to prove how easy it was to get into Tana's apartment. I think Alyssa did the right thing because Tana had moved by this point, so it wasn't like known where she lived, but it basically showed how you could go through a different entrance and like go through different things in order to get into her complex, and that there were no security guards. You could go to any floor, and that basically she was lying, which again lowered her credibility and makes people hesitate what they're listening to. So then Tana clapped back and was like, actually no, this is wrong, like I showed you all of these back entrances that nobody knew about, like nobody knew about except from me, and I like told you them, and that security was tight, and she moved out partially because the security had like lowered and everything. And considering I'm a big fan, like even I don't buy that much, just because she did say that the reason she was moving out was because the other tenants had like complained and the landlord said basically you can't stay. But also what Alyssa did was wrong because it was technically trespassing because she doesn't have right to the private land. But yeah, that was basically all of the drama that has happened with Tana Mongeau. She's like the most trending thing at the moment, I guess. I've just realised how like glaring my glasses are. I'm so sorry. If you enjoyed the video, please make sure you give it a big thumbs up. It really means a lot and it lets me know that you enjoy my videos. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and click the little bell next to it. Basically, it notifies you every time I upload a video so you can stay active and see all of my content. Especially since YouTube is unsubscribing people at the moment. Like, it's being really glitchy and I don't know what it's doing. So yeah, I will see you guys next time with another video. Bye! There.